Okay, it says we are live. So I don't know if anybody's watching, but welcome in. We are Draft Night After Dark. Right now it's me, Mr. Aaron Cavazos,
What's up?
and we are getting in at what we on pick 4?
Yes. The Giants just picked, and they got what's his name? The Abdul Carter from, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just got him right now, and
Okay,
then
so it's
so
been chalk, right? So it's been as expected with Ward, Travis Hunter, and now Carter.
well, and then I thought for sure the Browns were going to stay there.
Oh,
And then
besides the trade, yes. Besides
and
the
then from
trade, it's been
and
chalk.
then from what I've been seeing and stuff, uh, I've heard. I don't know about you, but I've heard nothing about the Cleveland trading down.
I had
Have
heard
you?
rumors. Well, I mean, just today. But no, I was not aware of anything prior to today. Okay. I'm
So
grabbing the
yeah,
link and I'm going to share it on Facebook in case anybody wants to tune in or so at least people know about it.
Jesus Christ, bro! How to Train Your Dragon. Has to deviate from the draft. Does fucking Hollywood have nothing? No ideas for original movies? Or is it just live action remakes?
Man, you can't talk. You're Mr. Marvel and DC Universe over there. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
Hell
about
yeah.
original movies from you, man.
Oh my god, bro! I can't fucking like Marvel movies. Jesus.
um, I'm just saying, bro, those two don't go together.
What do you mean, bro? Fucking Marvel's goaded. Well, it was.
But it's not original.
Oh my god, dude. I forgot, bro.
Um,
I forgot, bro. And then you want to watch those niche movies
uh,
about
I
that
did.
about a guy who falls in love with AI.
So I did. I went, dude. Why don't you pop up when I try and tag you?
On what, Facebook?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm getting. I'm getting a different Aaron, and I'm trying to add you in here.
Aaron Villalon or what?
True. I'm like, oh my god, this is so frustrating.
I don't. I don't know. Like on your personal Facebook.
Yeah, I'm trying to share the link to this because I see we have 0 viewers because nobody nobody knows about this.
Hell yeah, baby. Fuck them. I'll say then we are friends on there, right?
Yeah, we're in the same group chat, but I can't like your thing doesn't turn into a maybe it's one of your settings. Anyway, just share it or whatever.
I'll say then
I'll
I
put
could
your name
check
in
right.
here.
So then I could check right now real quick.
You turn on the light a little bit. Put it on the low setting. Yes. And then the water.
Or so
Yeah.
then where would that even be? Like guess what?
I have no
Tag.
room. Okay. Joined by Aaron Cavazos currently.
I don't know. Then I don't know. Then I don't think that's a setting. Let's see. Can I tag you? Yeah. Then I could tag you in a post.
Um, yeah,
Are you putting
let's do
my
that.
whole name?
Or you can share mine. I just
Uh,
posted it.
I'll go to yours real quick.
Okay, so Patriots just took Will Campbell. I think that's pretty
Oh, that's
chalk.
why. And then, did you try putting my middle name? Because then I have my middle name on my Facebook. Is that why?
Here, let me try it.
It's Aaron Michael.
Nah, it's still not popping up.
The fuck? And then you literally pop up on mine, and I'm able to tag you. I don't know.
I don't know either. Can I share this to my story? Apparently not. Okay.
There, I shared it.
Okay, so draft nights actually covering the draft. So Patriots just took Will Campbell, the tackle.
That's a solid pick.
They definitely need line help.
I would say they gotta protect Drake May, or is it turn into freaking Jake's favorite quarterback?
What's that dude's name? He's like a backup somewhere now, right?
Yeah, he's in Jacksonville, no?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know why I'm blanking on that. I haven't even started drinking, so that's weird.
I'm looking at this bothering me.
So
who the fuck is it, bro? It's bothering me.
All right, so we got Browns are on the clock now. They traded down. I think all the guys that we're hoping for the Cowboys are still there, unless you thought Travis Hunter was going to fall.
Oh no. There's no way.
Who's your guy? Who's your guy? Let's just get that out of the way.
Cowboys?
Who's your guy? Yeah, at 12.
Honestly, then I think we need a lineman. Well, then we need a bunch of stuff. We need a running back. We need, I think, help on the defensive side too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think our best bet would be to go offensive line to restricting that. That's our go-to. But there was one. I forgot his name. It was on one of the mocks that I had seen. I think he's from Notre Dame, if I remember correctly, or somewhere from.
You're talking about an offensive lineman?
Yeah, unless I'm mistaken.
So obviously one of the really good ones just went. So Will Campbell's off the board. A couple other guys. So somebody that I brought up in the pod yesterday was what's the name of the guy from Texas? Why am I blanking on?
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, because then on the NFL, then they have us taking Armand Membu.
Mm-hmm.
Which I haven't seen anything about him. I'm not really familiar with him, but if he's good on that line, I'll take it.
Yeah, so he's the tackle from Missouri. Yeah, he's a big.
Oh, I see him. Kelvin, dude, I would love Kelvin Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I would love him. Dude, he was a freaking monster for Texas.
Yep. And the other guy that I mentioned was Josh Simmons.
Dude, that guy's a beast too.
But he blew out his knee. But everybody says that he should be back for the for training camp. So he's the guy that he's projected to go end of the first round because of the knee injury. So, what I said was, if the Cowboys trade back, I hope they trade back to that area and they draft him, and then pick up an extra second, or maybe even a late first next year. Who did the Browns take?
Mason Graham.
Okay. This is good. This is good.
Okay.
The guys we want are
Yeah.
dropping. So, well, it's kind of scary because Ashton Genty's still on the board.
And then I haven't been keeping up with the pod. And then what have you and Brandon been saying about Genty?
Yeah, we do not want a running back in the first round.
Yeah, I agree. And then I do not want him at all. Like, no offense, he's great. He was great at Boise, but I think that's the least of our worries.
Agreed. So me and Brandon both picked Tetairoa McMillan. We actually both think he's the one that they're going to take. But the problem is he could go at any point, man. He could be the next pick. So it's already time to start sweating. But if they do take McMillan, then Banks would probably be next for me. Matthew Golden, the Texas receiver, who
he was
ended the year on fire.
He did. He became one of the best players on Texas.
So
him and Bond. Deadly.
Yeah. The other area I could see that they need help, man, is corner. Right. So there's a couple corners in that area because we lost. Bro. Yeah, because with injuries and then
agency.
Yeah, we're razor thin at the corner spot, so that's somewhere else that I can see.
Like even our D line, and then somewhere on the D line too. Yep. I'll say for sure, offensive line, I would love Kelvin Banks. Shit, I would love Jalen Walker from Georgia, but he might be going soon.
Yeah. So Jalen Walker. So he's a linebacker, obviously. So you'd pair him with Michael Parsons, and that's your linebacker.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. That's what I was thinking. Then imagine him on the other side. Whew.
And yeah, or offensive linemen. So there's a couple of other guys in that area. Will Campbell already got taken. Tyler Booker, the guard from Alabama. He's somebody else that they could potentially be looking at.
That's what that guy Zerline for NFL.com got right. That's what I've been looking at. And then he got the Campbell, and then I think he got the first 3 picks right. I think.
No,
the first 4, and then he got the first 4 right. He got Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, of course, just swapped the Browns. Abdul Carter, Will Campbell. And of course, he had Genty going to the Jags. Well, yeah. Then according to him, he had Banks going to the Raiders. So I hope.
So here's what's really scary, and what I think the Cowboys might do, and I hope they don't do. I think they might take a call and move back maybe 6 or 7 spots to that 20 range. And man, that's where I think they could take Omarion Hampton, the running back. And they'd be like, "Oh back. Yeah, we're drafting a running back, but maybe they're picking up." That's what scares me, man. That's kind of what I'm worried about right now.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, if that happens, oh my God, dude, I don't know.
It's going to be really frustrating.
But then again, some of our several draft picks have been fucking total head scratchers and fucking made me fucking mad.
So that's actually something I wanted to do. I wanted to talk through last year's draft. Let me pull that up. Oh, well, let's see who the Raiders taking. And Genty's off the board.
Genty, thank God. Have him, St. John. You could have him.
um,
I'll say then I'm trying to see
so
who else would need like offensive line help, dude. Because I would love Kelvin Banks. Fuck, the Jets could use him. The Jets could use offensive line help.
so Genti makes perfect sense to the Raiders. Their running game was freaking terrible.
Well, yeah, they
Um,
lost Josh Jacobs.
yeah, it was god awful. Um, so yeah, I mean he obviously fits a need. I mean for a team that still doesn't have a quarterback, obviously they got Brock Bowers. He's the main he's the main part of the offense. Um, but that's exciting, man. You know he's a superstar for sure. One of the best prospects ever, probably. So
But then again,
I'm
this is
glad
how
I'm
Zeke.
glad we didn't get him though.
Yeah, and then this is how Zeke was, and then Zeke broke down for like year 4.
Hmm. Um, can I read some names to you off the so the 2024 NFL draft? Um, so first round we take Tyler Guyton. He, I feel like he was one of the most penalized um, offensive linemen in football last year.
Sure, it felt like.
I mean, you can't say that was it's still too early to judge, but we can't say that pick was a success, right? He struggled at
Nah, dude,
times.
it's still too early, dude. And then the thing is, what sucks now about like these rookies, especially like at the skill positions, especially at quarterback, like if they don't have success like right off the bat, they classify them as busts.
Right.
I give them maybe at least like at minimum like a 4, maybe 3 to 4 year window.
Yeah.
I give them that, and then at that point, if they're still like those kinds of progress, like freaking stupid Q Taco, and then God, dude, that pick just makes me mad just seeing his stupid ass name.
And we're going to get to that. So in the second round, they took defensive end Marshawn Nealand.
Yeah,
Uh, honestly, I don't know if he got hurt or what because I don't remember a single play.
I was about to say that name doesn't even ring a bell. And then maybe just as a second string.
Third round, they took Cooper Beebe, who started for us at center because we had nobody else.
I would say then who else do we have?
He was okay. I mean, he was replacement level
Damn,
player. I felt like.
yeah, damn. And then they compared him to Emmett Smith, my favorite cowboy. Whenever we were good,
Um, I don't know anybody else in this draft. Some dude named Luafau.
for like
Kalen Carson, Ryan Flournoy, Nathan Thomas, Justin Rogers. That was the rest of our draft last year.
I have no idea who those guys are. I'm being straight up with you.
Okay, so let's move on to the let's just move on to the 2023 draft because that one wasn't too hot. Okay, so 2023 draft. So your favorite player we took in the first round, your guy, Motzi Smith.
Oh my fucking
Um, how
another fucking
would you,
bust, bro.
how would you grade Motzi Smith's career so far?
If there's anything lower than an F I could give him, I would. That's what I feel like. He hasn't done shit for us.
Second round, Luke Schoonmaker.
Pretty average, and then he's been. I mean, to me, and then like, because he's the tight end, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, because he's the backup, right? Because who's our starter again?
Berg.
There you go, Ferguson. There you go. And I could fucking blanking on names, bro. Ferguson, yeah, and then
No,
I mean, then
here's
I mean,
the
then he's a solid backup tight end, and then with maybe some more time, he could develop into a. But as of right now, then he's pretty average at best. Then there's nothing bad, nothing really, excited to be about either.
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a hit when you take a backup tight end in the second round. Unfortunately,
I mean, I'm trying to
but
make the best of it. So I'm trying to at least have some little bit of a silver lining. Because yeah, I felt the same way. I was like, why would you pick a backup tight end?
um, then in the third round, they took to Marvin Overshow, who is good, but he can't stay healthy.
I would say then he's been off the field more times than he's been on. And then that's because when he's on the field, he's super productive for us.
Right. Yeah, he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Here's the rest of the draft: Bilami Fehoko, Asim Richards, Eric Scott, Deuce Vaughn, and Jalen Brooks. A lot of difference makers there.
Deuce Vaughn, baby.
I mean, so that's 2 years that we've already went through where there's not a single bona fide
Standout pick.
A-level player. Yeah.
Well, I think the last one was CD, wasn't it? No, not CD. Who's sooner, Micah or CD?
Um,
I'm trying to remember. I think it was Micah. No.
I think so.
Yeah, I feel like he was the last big A, standout pick.
Yeah, I agree. So 2022, first round, Cowboys take Tyler Smith. He's good.
I would say, and then can't really say anything bad about him.
No, he's a good player.
I would say then solid lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make hardly any mistakes.
I'd say
He's
he's
one of our
easily
that he's one of our
the best
cornerstones.
guy.
So
Yeah. Second round, Sam Williams. Third round, Jalen Tolbert. Who are the Jets taking?
let's see. Let's go.
You were right. They were going to go O-line.
But damn, and then that's who we were projected by by Lance Zerline. Damn, dude, if we get, oh my god, bro. Now we're at the Panthers on the clocks. What's up, Scar?
Okay, so continuing the 22 draft. So round 4, they took Jake Ferguson. Round 5, Deron Bland. I mean, to get Ferguson, Deron Bland, and Tyler Smith, I think that's a good draft, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty good. That's a solid draft, which is rare for us.
And then I believe the year before that was the Micah Parsons year. It was.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I had doubts about him because I don't know. I guess I was so salty that of the Taco Charlton situation. I was like, Jesus Christ, another bust defensive player. But thank God I was wrong, bro. Thank God he made me eat my words because he's been the difference maker for us on defense.
Yeah, they also got Osa Digizua that year.
Fucking ridiculous, bro.
And I believe the year before that was CD. So the Cowboys have hung their hat on drafting, and I feel like that's fair. They drafted well for a lot of years, made a lot of really good picks, but man, I mean, just looking at this, like the last 2 years, it kind of sucked.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing been really exciting.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, and then we could be as bad as the Jets right now. That montage of horrible Jets players.
Yeah.
But again, I think we're right up with there recently.
Um, so the other thing that's interesting is like, so the Cowboys were 3-7 after the Houston game when they kicked our ass. Um,
I don't talk about that.
now, had we had we not decided to win meaningless games with Cooper Rush, we'd probably be picking right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe we probably could have been picking earlier, honestly. But we won a bunch of meaningless games for no reason because the season was over because Dak was out, and we moved down, 5, 6, 7 spots, unfortunately.
Yeah. Instead of picking maybe in the late, maybe like what, like around like around this time, maybe like 8, 9, 10 range. We're now like 5 spots behind, which sucks.
Um, yeah. So if we don't get one of the guys that we want, um, well, we know who to blame. So
I just don't want a running back. That's all I want. Don't get a running back. Because I've heard that because I've heard the rumbling, especially amongst our friend group. Oh, Genty, motherfucker! I don't fucking want Genty. What the fuck? No, thank God he's off the board. I don't do with that stress.
well, yeah. I mean, it's just a lot of people they draft like, or they want us to draft like it's Madden, right? You want to put together this all-star team where we have the good quarterback, the good running back, two good wide receivers, and then that's how we go score a million points. But I think people don't realize our line sucks. So
Yeah,
for
our
us,
line is not the same, bro. Our line is not the same as it was back in 2014 when we were the best.
um, so yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, because who's left of that original line?
No
What
one.
I think I would say no one. I'm about to say you beat me to it. No one, right? Because Tyron just signed a one day contract, retired. Zach Martin's gone.
Hmm. So um, yeah, so we're really starting from scratch,
Again.
and so yeah, I mean, so that's why I think it's even more important that, man, you need to start taking more swings, especially like in the first round, um, in terms of like you got to rebuild the line, man, because it doesn't matter. You were one of the worst teams last year when it came to running. Did I hear it right where we had 2 rushing touchdowns?
No way, that's not right, dude. I'm looking. I'm no. I'm
I
gonna look that up right now.
I think I heard about that like on a podcast or something, and I was like, we had
That's
2 rushing
the whole
touchdowns
season.
by a running back. I don't know, man. I heard we need to verify this.
Does that? Well, then I know 1 year Kansas City. No, we had 6.
Okay, I don't know where the hell I heard that then.
It wasn't 2. It wasn't 2. It was 6. Get it right, Ron. Come
I
on,
mean, that's still pretty sad, but yeah.
dude. We had 429 rushing attempts total. Down. And guess what?
Um,
The bulk of it. Guess what? The
well, it
bulk of
was
the touchdowns.
was it Zeke?
Yup, he got
I knew it.
it was fucking Zeke, bro. Zeke had the bulk of it, which is depressing.
Oh, Panthers pick is in.
Let's see. Please, not. Get Jalen Walker.
No.
Fuck you, Scar.
No, 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 no.
Dude, he was the only offensive player I wanted.
Oh,
That was a skill position. It's all right, bro. There's still Walker on the board.
This hurts.
Not Walker. Banks. Banks is still on the board, Ron. It's all right.
Paul Walker. That sucks, man. Okay. Well.
Oh my god, my girlfriend just commented on the chat.
For what, on the YouTube chat?
No, on yeah. Then I guess on our, and then I got the chat.
Oh, we can see comments.
Yeah, just go over the comments. Fucking Brandon, Ron Hearn, look at the damn chat and let me in, Brandon. I swear to God, Ron, I am in the waiting room.
Oh man.
I thought that was you talking to yourself. I was thinking to myself, damn. And then why Ron? And then why is Ron saying let me in if you're here, Brandon?
My first time using this, man. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we need to switch to a 3. Let's see. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah, bro. I was really hoping McMillan would fall. I didn't think Carolina would get him.
Okay.
But the thing is, Carolina's like us, bro. Carolina needs everything.
What's up, boys?
We're just laughing at your laughing at your comments.
So this is everybody's first time using the software. As I'm sitting in the waiting room, I can watch the feed and listen live, and so I see Aaron having a grand old time reading these comments. So great. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Brandon. No, because then my girlfriend texted me and then to say to look at the comments. I was gonna look at it until I saw Draught. I was like, man, that's weird that Ron commented that even though he's right here.
No, that was me.
Reading it, Ron. Let me.
Why would I be commenting on my own stream?
Yeah, I mean, Ron is sometimes self-important, so you never know. You never can tell. Well, thanks for letting me know.
I'm gonna go comment in the stream. Man, Ron is killing it, just crushing this, just crushing this stream.
Yes, so that was the depressing pick to catch up on what you guys were just talking about. That was a very depressing scenario with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Ron. Yeah, and then.
Yeah, that's okay though. I mean, there's still really good players out that are available. So.
So I've not checked. I'm gonna scroll through Twitter and see if there's any trade rumors. Because I have not looked.
Oh no, wrong one.
Who's number 9?
Number 9 is going to be the Saints. The pick is in, and then the Bears are on the clock.
Well, bad news for us, fellas. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it. The Saints have selected Kelvin Banks as their pick. So back-to-back devastating blows for us as Cowboys fans.
Are you serious? They got Banks?
Yep.
I'm gonna hate myself, bro.
Are you seeing that on Twitter? People live tweeting?
Correct. Yep.
It's the insiders. The insiders are.
Let's see.
Looked like the Panthers were about to trade back and ended up staying and picking McMillan, unfortunately for us. I don't see any other rumors, so.
Look, now that McMillan's gone, depending on who's still there, which of course there's still going to be good players. Nolan's going to be there, but this may be the time now to trade down. And this is what we talked about yesterday, was that if McMillan left early or before us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start entertaining that a little bit more, honestly.
I mean, at this rate, we might as well.
Oh, I just saw that, Aaron. You son of a bitch.
That wasn't me, bro.
Who the hell is that then? That's you.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm dead. Um,
Yeah,
So-
who would wear ridiculously patterned shirts anyways? That seems like a horrible idea.
okay. Oh well, we already know who the Saints took. So Golden, I mean Matthew Golden's still on the board. Jalen Walker's still on the board. Will Johnson, if we want to go corner, offensive lineman, I mean they're kind of all gone, unfortunately.
I'll say that at
So
least all the higher echelon linemen are gone.
right, that tier 1 is
Yeah.
gone. So
Son of a bitch, bro. I really wanted Banks.
Yeah, and we don't need tight end help. I mean, another
Nope.
good edge rusher on the other side of Micah would not be a bad play. A good defensive tackle, Derek Harmon, like I said a while ago, or Walter Nolan. I mean, either of those picks I'd be fine with. But do those satisfy a strong enough need that you couldn't trade down and get some more picks or a better first round next year?
I think Walter Nolan was a 30-player visit. So, I mean, yeah, I would say he's high up on the list. The problem is, and he seems exactly like the type of player that San Francisco would grab right before us. You know, kind
Agreed.
of put him next to Bosa. I mean, that's what I would do.
I agree.
Fuck
Yeah,
you, New Orleans.
Andrew, I really wanted McMillan. I had high hopes that he was going to be there.
Well, now that he's gone, I mean, you got to
Yeah.
kind of think it is Golden. I mean, that's
because, and then on all the predictions, I saw McMillan was like in the lower end of the first round. So
Yeah, but I mean, McMillan right now is, or not McMillan, Golden right now is pretty far down the list as far as best overall player available, but he is the top wide receiver on the board. So it just depends on if Jerry wants to go best overall or top need.
then knowing Jerry, he's gonna go for the most left field freaking pick ever.
Well, and when we were on the podcast yesterday, my opinion was that if they decided to do something really, really stupid, they take Shadur in the first round, trade down, and get him there.
Dude, do not throw that out into the universe, bro.
Look, I already did yesterday. It's already on the
I
internet.
just got Brandon. We need more prime
Look.
time.
I've been around long enough to know what this organization, what Jerry Jones likes to do, and that is absolutely a Jerry Jones type move.
Jesus,
Yeah.
bro.
it would be.
It would be, dude.
Where is Shadur ranked right now? I don't even see him on the top 25 remaining.
And then I think they have him as a second round.
I feel like he's like 28, or that's where he should be.
Let's see. Oh shit, he's not even. Has he hadn't been taken yet though, right?
No.
Did he back out of the draft? Because he's not even on the top quarterbacks. I mean, I'm looking at 2 through 16 right now, and his name's not there.
No.
He was tweeting about the draft earlier today, actually.
And then they were even, and then right at the first pick before Cam Ward was officially picked, they even talked about, then who would you rather pick, like as your franchise quarterback between Cam Ward and Sanders?
I mean, Sanders is not top tier talent is a problem. He's got a great marketing father who has made him seem amazing, and Travis Hunter, who also made him look really, really good.
I'd take a shot on him late, but yeah, nothing. Sure. Anytime in the second, I'd take a shot on him.
So if he's still there at 12 in the second round, you doing that?
Yeah, then he's still there, but then on NFL.com, Sanders, they have him graded as a 6.3. So they have him way, way low.
Wait, for reference, Can you tell us what Cam Ward is graded?
Yes, sir. I will.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I had scrolled down just far enough to where the bulk of the players were. Shadur is the top quarterback on the board right now. Don't mind
Okay.
me.
Makes sense.
Don't
Oh,
mind me.
okay. Well, then they have them. It's weird because then I wonder how the grade system works. Is they have Cam Ward at 6.39, and they have Sanders, Shodir at a 6.3. So I guess that's good then.
I guess. But yeah, so he's 26 on the overall board right now in order.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
about
so
where
he's
I think you should be.
yeah, so he's just on the outside.
And we're on what pick right now? We're on 10, so 36. So he probably won't still be there at 12 in round 2. He'll probably be gone by then.
Bears go running back or what?
See what they're. What's going on? Are we having a moment of silence?
Yeah. Well, there's just like a little memoriam for the Stephen Michael who played for the Bears. He passed away.
Oh, okay.
What are you, I'm watching the ESPN broadcast on DirecTV stream on my computer. What are y'all seeing on the what broadcast are y'all watching?
YouTube TV, ESPN.
YouTube TV.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
What is on the screen right now for y'all?
Mine on ours, and then they're still showing the jumbotron of the 50th anniversary Walter Payton
Yep.
selection.
Oh, I've got the 4 guys at the so Booger's talking right now.
Then so yeah, the YouTube TV usually runs a little bit behind.
Okay.
Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year award. So with the 10th pick.
Oh, Colston Loveland. Yeah,
Okay, so our options are still on the board.
Yeah. By the way, I've got the NFL draft tracker up right now, and it is just ahead of the broadcast as well. So I saw Colston before I heard Goodell announce a pick.
Oh wow! Because then I'm surprised they picked him, and then I'm surprised they didn't get Tyler Warren.
Yeah, where was he projected to go?
And then at least within the top 10. And then NFL.com has him as the #1 tight end. So that's surprising to me.
They must have something in their scheme that works better for Colston.
Yeah.
I mean, because whenever they're 1 and 2 like that, close in the rankings, it's a matter of scheme and how they plan to use them.
All right, so what did the Niners do? I feel like this is a reset year for them. Usually they don't have this many holes. We usually think of them as like having the best roster in football. And now it seems like
they got crushed by injuries last season, and then Debo left. And I mean, once again, we talked about this yesterday too. Brock Purdy's not that good of a quarterback. He had every possible weapon around him last year. And when you've got Christian McCaffrey when he's healthy, you don't have to be that good of a quarterback. Your running game is going to speak for itself, and he can just get a few good plays and call it a day. So we'll see what they do. I think they're going to take Jalen Walker. He's the #1 on the board right now. They need some defensive help.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I could see it.
Also, Ron, how are we liking the software?
It's pretty cool, man. Honestly, I mean, it's not like that hard to use. Seems to be working well. I don't know how this looks on YouTube or right.
Oh no, it looks just like it looks just like what we're seeing. Because I got onto YouTube, I saw the link on Facebook first. As soon as I got done telling my kids to go shower, I opened Facebook, saw that you were live, and that's when I sent you the text saying send me the link.
Sweet. Here's what I'll say that was surprising. This software is expensive as hell.
How much is it?
It's like for the base one, I think it's $40 or $50 a month or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah,
What
for the base one.
So I guess we need to look around and see what other options are out there.
Yeah, this is like for the pros, but I mean, it is really easy to use, and it's like pretty cool, man. And there's a lot of stuff that you can do on here that I didn't even have a chance to like test. But
Aaron, while we're waiting for the San Francisco pick to come in, talk to me about what's going on in that room. Is that like a man cave you got back there?
Oh, it's just my room. Yeah, somewhat of a man cave.
So that is that the room you sleep in too?
Yeah. Then my dad added like a little bit of a sleeping room. So
Man, I'm just
I
thinking about
have
all
my
the
bed in
left
another
and
room
right.
next to me.
Okay, because I'm looking at those arcade games. I'm like, man, that was
Then I moved back home because I was working out of town, and then I was living with a buddy of ours. But then there was no point in having an apartment when I'm there maybe like 4 days out of a month.
for sure.
Yeah, because then I was working in the Austin area all last year. So once our lease was up, I told him there's no point in me staying here. But of course, I moved back home with my parents. 2 months later, got fired.
Oh, hey, that's good
2
timing.
weeks before Christmas. So
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
gotta
2 weeks
love
before
that.
Christmas.
So good timing, bad timing.
happy holidays.
That's how it is. Yeah,
For
I got back in July. I got laid off from a company. Got let go completely, and then like I closed on my house, and then 2 weeks later, see you later. So at least the timing was okay.
yeah,
All right, what is
then,
San Francisco waiting
of
on?
course, according to here, it says the pick is in. So, and then I feel like they're gonna go with Walter Nolan.
That's who I think they're going to go with. He just seems like a San Francisco type player.
Yeah, which that'd be fine as long as Harmon's still there for us. I really do want a big, since the wide receiver's gone, I think I do want a big run stopper, because that's my opinion been the Cowboys' biggest defensive Achilles heel is they get so beat up on that defensive line, and then everybody can just run through.
Well, Aaron he's a huge fan of Monty Smith, and it says he's gonna shore that up for us this year. So
Why are you a fan of Monty Smith?
He's being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I guess you like Taco Charlton too, then.
Oh my god, bro! Dude, I was so mad at that pick. I was livid.
But he's long. He's got the reach. He's got the first step. He checked all the boxes. He was not a good player. Where isn't he in Jacksonville now? Where is he?
Is he out of the league?
I think he's still on the roster. I'm looking it up. He is a defensive end. Taco Charlton signing with the Chiefs. Currently with
I'm looking at this.
It says he's currently with
San
Francisco.
What the hell is this number?
But he didn't. He played in 2022 as his last regular season with one solo tackle. That's his one stat.
I fucking hated that pick.
Oh, it was so bad. Yeah. So he just was not good. But you know what? That's okay. You live in.
You guys are hating, man. You guys are haters. He has 11.5 career sacks, man. He got to double-digit sacks.
Woo!
How long has he been in the league?
I think Micah Parsons had 11 sacks in the first 9 games last season.
But
Yeah. How many does Monty Smith have? 5?
Let's see. He's got 3 sacks.
2 career sacks?
Two career sacks.
hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Talk about a solid first round pick.
And I'm putting part of that one on Parsons, because Parsons was so happy when we drafted Monty.
I know.
And man, what a bust.
So they've got the camera all over Shador. Are they thinking that's the way 49ers go, is taking Sanders? Oh no, Michael Williams.
He's scared to talk. Okay.
Oh wow, you got the other edge rusher from Georgia.
Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
Dang. So
So then at that point, I think you got to take Harmon.
I would be happy
Um,
with Harmon or Walker.
Let's see. I would be good with Harmon, Walker, or Golden. Please, God, do not take
Agreed.
Hampton. I do not want a first-round running back.
Dude, I feel the same way, bro. If his name comes out of fucking Roger Goodell's mouth, I'm freaking leaving this stream.
I agree. I will sign off immediately.
We'll immediately implode.
Yeah.
We fucking better not get a running back.
So 50 seconds. Man, I still think I think a trade still happens here. I don't think the Cowboys. There's too many good players on the board. I think they at least want to move back like 5-6 picks.
Okay, so
So-
if they move 5-6 picks, let's see. So, pick is let's see, 1, 2.
Well, then if
3,
that
4,
happens,
5,
then
6.
who do you think they'll be taking then? Like, well, then who do you want to take at that spot?
Then they're in play for Hampton, right? They're in play to take a running back, but one of those guys will still be there, right? Whether it's Will Johnson or Nolan or isn't the linebacker? Yeah, Jalen Walker's still on the board, right? Like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, then the pick's in right now, so the Cowboys did not trade out.
well,
That's not
pick
true.
is
That's
in.
not true.
Oh,
yeah, they could have.
But if they do trade back, you know what? I'd be good with Emin Worry, the safety out of South Carolina, because with our safety depth being essentially non-existent, I would be okay with that pick. Ron, what you drinking? That look like
Yeah, so it's
crackberry.
draft night. It's just one of us has got to drink. So I teased this on our pod, but this is Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
So this is a fruited sour, blackberries, strawberries, and raspberries.
Sours
so this is
are
what it looks like.
That is red. I love sours. They are. If I'm at any craft brewery, that is always where I look first, is sours, and then stouts, and then seltzers.
Dude, this is literally a Kool-Aid beer.
I'm here for that.
here we go.
Current starting quarterbacks. I saw something really funny about the Falcons.
Okay, I'm happy.
Why have they announced a pick? I don't see it.
Yep.
Yeah, Tyler
Booker.
Booker.
The guard from Alabama.
I mean, okay.
That addresses a need, so hopefully
It does, but where is this dude even on the top?
But then again, I'm kind of iffy about it too, because then he was projected on the lower first round.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I brought him up yesterday, actually.
Let's see. Tyler Booker draft projection.
Now I'm looking him up.
Let's see. ESPN had him 25 overall.
Yeah, the NFL had him at 25 to the Texans.
ESPN had him also 47th overall.
Jesus.
I'm looking at the Ringer, and they had him 33rd.
Pro Football Focus had 52. The only NFL.com and CBS Sports were the only ones that had him in the teens. CBS Sports was 12, and so they hit it spot on, and then NFL.com was 18. So it looks like they did not get the best value pick there. They could have traded down for him, unless they talked to the next few teams and he was going. All right, well, Ron,
Okay.
I can't let you drink alone. I'll be right back now that the Cowboys pick is in. Be right back.
So
drinking, though.
Okay, I don't think you said what you're drinking during the stream though. You have to say it
Oh.
on stream.
Oh, we're just rum and coke.
Um,
I think it's rum.
yeah, I mean it's a classic.
And then what's Buchanan's?
Buchanan's Scotch.
Oh, never mind. Scotch and coke.
Yeah, I have a bottle. Yeah, I have a bottle right there of some Buchanan's.
Yeah, I didn't go buy beer because I remember. Oh, and then I'll just drink the Buchanan's. I've been there for like almost a year.
Yeah, I like Scotch with either soda water or ginger ale or Sprite. But
Oh, dang, but then I remember.
You can mix it with anything.
But then remember Jamal's wedding?
Was that Buchanan's?
Ooh, it was Johnny Walker. We told you about Johnny Walker.
The red or the black?
It was red. No, it was black. No, it was a black label.
Well, I don't know. I don't know which one's cheaper. It's probably whichever one was cheapest.
I think it was the black, and then we got fucked up.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that he texted me, bro. What the hell happened to my alignment?
Dude, literally my steering wheel was like this, and that's like, but my wheels were straight. I was like, what the hell happened?
Howdy, y'all.
What'd you grab?
Thunder Crunch. I had this on the pod, I think week 2. But this is Martin House. It is their stout, and it tastes just like the old Little Debbie Star Crunch. So it's stout with chocolate syrup, rice, caramel, and lactose. It's a 12.2%.
Oh.
Good night, Brandon.
See y'all later. All right, so on here, can we see how many people are actually on this? Is anybody streaming us right now?
Ron?
Let's see.
I'm gonna go share it on my Facebook too, so people know. Let's go, Ron.
I see we have. I'm showing we have one watcher.
That's probably Brad Hogan. Brad Hogan, if you're watching, put it in the chat, or whoever's watching, put it in the chat. Or is that Aaron because he jumped on and put a comment in?
Oh, I don't know.
Our only watchers are ourselves. So Tyler Booker.
So that makes 3 Tylers on the freaking starting offensive line.
Yeah, it does.
Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, Tyler Booker. That's ridiculous.
I'm kind of reading through his profile. I'm kind of skimming through it, and says there are times when Booker gets caught leaning on blocks, which makes him vulnerable to push, pull, and swim moves.
Great.
Sometimes he resorts to bear hugging his opponents.
Because we need offensive holding more. Great. I love that.
He's likely viewed as an interior lineman only and may not fit every offense. He's best suited for a downhill power scheme.
Yeah, that's what they said. That he's probably going to play the guard opposite of Smith.
Said positives. He's a big and tremendously strong interior blocker who is reliable in pass protection and moves people in the run game. He's a day 1 starter. Said negatives. He might not fit every scheme and is likely viewed as solely an interior lineman, which I think is fine for the Cowboys. I mean, if he's a day 1 starter, and you put him in an interior line spot, I mean, okay.
Look, Cooper Beebe has not been bad at center. I'm okay if this dude is that good. Hang on, let me pull him back up. If he is that good, he's 321 pounds. He's a large man. That is defensive tackle, like one technique size. He's huge.
Yeah.
6'5", 325. Jesus.
I think that's about Monty Smith's size, right?
Oh my God.
Monty Smith, he is 337.
Oh, then ESPN has him listed as 225. So
He's a big
330.
boy.
It's a bit.
Bucky Brooks analysis, but oh my God, let me try that again. Bucky Brooks analysis says Booker's an absolute bully up front who loves playing in the phone booth. I don't think I know what that reference is. Dallas offense is best when led with elite offensive line. So this brings a dominant guard who thrives in gap scheme and will knock defenders back into the second level of the run game.
Did you say Bucky Barnes said that?
Bucky Brooks.
Oh.
Bucky Barnes is the Winter Soldier.
Ron's favorite.
I don't know what that is.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Isn't that who Bucky Barnes is? Isn't that his real name?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fictional character. There we go. I knew I wasn't crazy.
I'm looking at Twitter reaction. The consensus seems to be that it was a safe pick.
Well, that's actually quite the departure from what Jerry Jones likes to do. All right, so Kenneth Grant is going to the Dolphins, defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Damn, Dolphins going D tackle.
Yeah, I don't see anybody like destroying the pick.
So
Anyway.
8 out of the first 13 picks have been offensive or defensive line.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. I love that Jacksonville or that ESPN actually, or excuse me, NFL.com actually has Travis Hunter listed as cornerback / wide receiver. I'm really curious to see if they're going to let him play both ways.
Didn't he say that he was going to demand to play both?
Yeah, he said he will not hit the field if they don't let him play both ways, which we'll see if that actually plays out. That's a pretty damn big requirement as a rookie coming in, and I don't think most teams are going to deal with that. But who knows? Maybe Duval County will be just the right spot for him to have that demand.
So Cowboys fulfilled one need. They have many more. Most pressing is probably they need to fill a corner spot. They need to fill the wide receiver 2 spot.
And running back. And
so I wonder if there's anybody that fits that profile, maybe from a wide receiver position in the early second round.
I would say that I wonder if that what's his name? That receiver from Ohio State will fall that far.
Emeka Egbuka, that one?
Yes, there you go. Then
no, he's not.
He's a third rated wide receiver on the board. I would be shocked. You know what? If Luther Burden III is there, so I'm a big Missouri fan due to my sister-in-law going to school there, and we watch most of their games every year. That would be a fun pick. He's a 5th rated overall wide receiver. That would be cool if he were still there.
So he's so I watched some Missouri too. My sister goes there. So he's kind of got shades of AJ Brown. He's like tough guy, can kick your ass after the catch. But I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were like, he might not have that dog in him in terms of like, there was times where he would like give up on plays, wasn't finishing routes. And so I don't know, was that, I think that was that was on tape that they were talking about this year. So I don't know. That's kind of what got him, because from a physical standpoint, they were like, oh yeah, this guy could easily be a first rounder, right? He could be a top 15 pick if you just look at like his good tape and his measurables and all of that stuff. But there were concerns because when Missouri wasn't good, he wasn't doing anything to like lead the team or like try and motivate people or show a ton of leadership on the field. So that's what was giving people pause. But I don't know. I mean, if he falls to you in the second round, I think you got to take a shot on talent alone.
So he's ranked 45 overall. He will be right in that discussion for the 12th pick of round 2. So that would be fun. I mean, he's a big dude. Yeah, he's 6 foot. He's 206. And he averaged almost 13 yards per carry per catch, excuse me. And then I mean, he was just, and he's good over the top. Like he's a good blow the top off the defense kind of guy because he can track a good deep ball. So we'll see what happens. But he should be in the mix there. Trey Harris will be there, and then so will Jalen Noel. Those schools were Ole Miss and Iowa State. Trey Harris is another big guy, 6'2", 205. Jalen Noel is a little smaller, 5'10", 194. I do think because CeeDee Lamb's on the smaller size, they're probably going to want to go with someone a little bit bigger, a little bit more presence on the other outside receiver spot, but because Kavonte Turpin is also small, so we can't go run out a tiny little wide receiver core and get bullied at the line on press coverage.
The comp they gave for him here is DJ Moore.
Okay.
I can see it. DJ Moore is tough as hell after the catch. He's a smaller dude.
Who?
DJ Moore for Luther Burden. These other guys I've never heard of. I have no idea who Jalen Noel is, or Jaden Higgins, or Mason Taylor. Or
Yeah, and then on ESPN, the pro comp they have for him is Stephon Diggs.
Oh, wow.
That's not a bad pro comp. And that's for Noel?
No, that's for Burden.
For Burden. Okay, I like that.
And then for Noel, they have him Khalil Shakir.
Okay, so he's Cole Beasley, short, fast, twitchy dude. Dak likes those guys.
Dak does like those guys.
Yeah, they have Noel listed at 5'10", 194.
Yeah. So the Colts just took a tight end. Well, and my point a while ago about the first out of the first 13 picks, 8 of them were offensive defensive line. If you throw a tight end as technically an offensive lineman, that makes 10 of the top 14 picks being offensive defensive line, which just blows my mind. But clearly it shows that teams are really dedicating to the trench warfare side of football again, which makes me happy.
I mean, I was talking about this yesterday. What good does it do to give Dak another wide receiver if he still only has 2 seconds to throw the ball?
Correct.
It's not like present day Dak is, really good at getting outside the pocket or making people miss. He's kind of a duck now. He's a statue. Not to Aaron Rodgers level, but he's not like elusive anymore. So I'm on board with fix the line.
Then his injuries have made him pretty much stagnant in the pocket. Like he's pretty much become a pocket passer.
Yeah. But he lost 28 pounds this offseason. He has leaned out significantly. So I think he's going to try to get back on being the running quarterback that can run the boots, actually take it upfield when needed. Because last season, I mean, you saw him before he got injured. He did not move. He stayed back there and he would not go through his legs. He would throw the ball away, which rightfully so. I mean, the injury he got against the Commanders a couple years ago was tough, and it's really hard to bounce back from that type of leg injury. I get it. So I'm really hoping that he's gotten far enough past that injury, and now that he's leaned out, he's going to get back to being a dual threat quarterback.
So he pulled a LeBron, or he pulled even Kawhi recently did this. I was watching Kawhi the other night. I'm like, damn, he looks way thinner than when he played during those Mavericks series. Oh yeah, I see he's calling himself the Slim Reaper. He's also calling himself Slimothy.
Dak is, or Kawhi?
Yeah, Dak is.
That's funny.
Ron, and then it was Mac Jones. That's who we're thinking about.
Yes. The immortal,
Who are you comparing to Mac Jones?
unbeatable Mac Jones.
A solid
I don't remember why we were talking about Mac Jones.
because of our friend Dave.
Oh yes, he was a big fan of Mac Jones. Big Mac
Why would
Jones
anybody
guy
be
and
a fan
defender.
of Mac Jones?
Because according to him, he was a solid quarterback.
Okay. For
That was it.
Alabama, sure.
That was it, and then that was
100%.
his defense that he was a solid quarterback, and we were like, "Oh, he's not."
Oh, to break away to NBA talk real quick, there's 2.5 minutes left in the Knicks Pistons game. The Knicks are up 108-101. It is it's going to be a tight one down to the wire.
That's been a good series.
It has been. It really has been. So we'll see. Well, it's only a 5-point game with 2:14 left to go. I love this time of year. I love this time of year so much because you got baseball,
too.
hockey, soccer's going, football's drafting. All the good things are going on. And Rod, I do gotta say, I'm very excited that us as draft night are doing this for draft night. It makes me very happy that our namesake gets to be put in actual working order. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Yeah.
Damn, looks like I need a refill.
We don't get many. We only get three draft nights that I care about a year. So, and they're all fun as hell. And yeah, you got to cherish them.
Damn, the Pistons cut it to 3.
Did they?
Oh, did they?
The move?
Oh, it's minute 42 left. Ooh, boy.
Button just missed a jumper. Here comes Kate Cunningham up the court. Isolation.
Are you guys ahead of me?
Oh, good
Might
move. Dang, Kate Cunningham lost it. This Bumson.
Wait, what score do you guys have?
I got 108, 110, 105. Okay, I got 108, 105 with a minute 29 left.
Yeah, Brunson just made the layup. The Pistons shot a 3, missed it, and Josh Hart. No, not Josh Hart, right? Or is that Josh Hart? Yeah, it is Josh. Hart just got the rebound, and then Brunson has the ball, drives. Dang, he took Schroeder all the way to the rim.
Can we talk about how big of a fumble not keeping Jalen Brunson as a Maverick was and what he's doing with the Knicks? It's so frustrating.
Typical math.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I had just completely forgotten about with everything going on with Luka. And then now that I've been watching the playoffs and seeing this series, it's one more stake through the heart.
I mean, if you want to throw KP up there, because we lost him the same offseason we lost Brunson, so KP took a pretty hard punch in the face last night.
Dude, I saw that. He was there.
Yeah, didn't he have like a tampon in his nose or something?
Yeah, Jokic had a tampon in his nose a couple games ago. I didn't see if they put one in Porzingis' nose, but whatever works. And then as soon as this game's over, it is game 3 of Thunder's Grizzlies. Let's see if the Thunders put another absolute ass whooping down.
I still couldn't believe they won by 51.
It was that was one of the most one-sided, disappointing games to watch.
Bitch. Fucking Jalen Walker. What? No, Walker went to Atlanta.
I mean, that's okay. That doesn't matter to me. I did see a funny thing about the Falcons, that the Falcons now have had 2 quarterbacks that were left-handed, black, and their last name was 1 letter away from being male genitalia.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on. I'm not following. What's say that again?
Left-handed, black quarterback, and their last name is 1 letter away from being a name for male genitalia.
Dang. So,
very true.
So in a couple of years, are we going to hear about Penix freaking having another dogfighting ring or what?
God, I hope not. I hope not. Man, had that never happened, Michael Vick may have gone down as one of the greatest
Yeah.
dual threat quarterbacks. I mean, he already was for the short time he got to play, but if he would have had a full career, I mean, the Falcons just really haven't been good since Vick left. I mean, because it wouldn't then Vick went to the Eagles. Awful, awful.
Dude, that's crazy.
Um,
Yeah, dude, he was way ahead of his time.
Tim Hardaway with 21 points tonight, made 6 threes.
Oh, Timmy, he was a good bench guy too.
I'm not gonna
Where's
lie, I
he
hated
at?
him most of the time. He's with Detroit.
What's Detroit on? Yeah, it's 113, 108, 34.9 seconds left.
I mean,
And
it's only 5 points. It's not out of the realm of happening.
And Cat's on the line.
Oh, Karl Anthony Towns pisses me off. He's got a very punchable face.
He does.
That's how I feel about freaking Gobert.
Oh, I know.
He
He is the
does.
worst.
I fucking hate Rudy Gobert.
You know, it's funny now because like the other night, like literally every single time they got matched up, you see the crowd would like start to ooh every time
And
Luka would be matched up with Gobert.
Luka put him in the spin cycle a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Gobert cannot guard him. Like
Freaking-
maybe directly in the paint, but if Luka's got mid-range jumper or even at the arc, Gobert's not going to touch him.
Austin Reeves too, man. And he had a real good move on Gobert where I think he went he drove left and he finished with the right. It was a fucking good ass fucking move.
Yeah, he was cooking him. He was cooking him in the paint too.
I think the Lakers are going to trade Reeves next season or in this offseason for a very large haul. I think they want to build around Luka. I was reading that Luka's got the ability to opt into a single year extension this next year for $218 million or something stupid. And then, it was 131 or something like that. Anyways, over the next 5 years, he's got the ability to supermax at $420 million.
Jesus. Yeah, LA's gonna freaking give him that.
Yeah, no doubt. So how does that work? Because LA, California has a large income tax, but technically Luka is a Dallas resident because he has a home here. Does he pay Texas income tax or the lack thereof? Does he not pay income tax because he's a Texas resident, or because the team is headquartered and located in LA? Does he have to pay California? All right, CPA Ron, that's the right answer.
Yes, he does have to pay California tax.
That sucks, man. I can't imagine what the rate is at that percentage at that
high. Bracket. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's all she wrote. Final foul issued at 8.6 seconds. All right, Arizona, get your shit together. Let's go. Announce this.
So, possible other positions at where the Cowboys are picking. So, looks like that's around the area that they're projecting Caleb Johnson to go. So he's a running back out of Iowa.
I don't want a first. I don't want a running back in the first 3 rounds. I just don't. I want a 5th or 6th round running back. That's where I want to take him.
So his comp is Arian Foster.
For who?
Okay.
For Caleb Johnson. So I'm just throwing it out there. That's somebody that's going to be out there with the Cowboys pick tomorrow.
And you know who's right behind Caleb Johnson, the running back stats? Cam Scatterbo.
Oh,
the little white guy that is built like a bowling ball, very Mike Allstott of the Tampa Bay time. He's a short, big, fast guy. He's fun to watch. I really liked him in college. I don't know if his skill set's going to translate to the NFL, but who knows? I mean, he's very, very CMC style in his running. So that's his NFL comp is CMC.
His comp on the site I'm on is Zach Moss, which is a little bit less optimistic.
Yeah, Zach Moss, and then this says James Conner too. So in his pre-draft analysis, it said he's the first player since McCaffrey to have at least 1,500 yards and 500 receiving yards. So I guess it's not a pro comp; it's his college comp with CMC. But James Conner's not. This is Cam Scatabo, the white guy
from Arizona State.
Red
Oh
guy.
yeah, and he freaking ran all over Texas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We could have fucking stopped him.
He's 17 places below Caleb Johnson. I don't want a running back that early. But you know what? His pro comp is DeMarco Murray for Caleb Johnson. DeMarco Murray was great here with Dallas. He was. I mean, I think when I first jumped on, I heard you guys talking about the original offensive line, or not the original, the most complete offensive line we've had, which was Travis Frederick, Zach Martin.
Travis Frederick. That was the other lineman I was trying to remember. Travis Frederick. Yeah,
Travis. He had a really cool podcast today with Ben and Skin. I listened to a little bit of that, but yeah, that was such a bummer to have him freaking get Guillain-Barré syndrome and have to retire so early. He was so freaking good.
He was a beast, bro.
He's a great human being too.
Yeah, incredibly great human being.
So the Mavericks beat writer Grant Avseth is at Buffalo Wild Wings in Dallas, and he said that at Buffs they were chanting "Let's go Cowboys," and then those chants turned into "Fire Nico" chants, and then once the Cowboys made their draft pick, the chants turned into "Fire Jerry" chants. So that's how it's going. That's how it's going in Dallas.
Something we didn't talk about yesterday regarding Luka and everything, but Jerry was doing a presser and said that apparently his wife Jean cried when she found out about Luka's trade because they were so close. I'd be interested to know more about that relationship of a 70-year-old woman with Luka. You never know.
For sure, Jerry was coked out when he said that.
Oh, probably talking about glory holes, and he's such a ridiculous man. He's funny though.
I wonder. I would love to know what Luka thinks of Jerry Jones. Like just his impression of him, because I can't imagine two people that are more polar opposites.
Yeah, no doubt. Did you see that Luka after the Mavs game here, he did a shoe signing and like financial money help for kids over at Dick's in at Stonebriar? I thought that was so cool. Did y'all see Walter Nolan went to the Cardinals? We haven't announced that yet.
Good pick.
Yeah, then I saw about Luka. I think some person like posted a GoFundMe, I guess, from the Dallas area, and I guess Luka saw that he donated money to that.
Yeah, like how much you put? It was a decent number, like $1,800.
Yeah, then it was a good size donation, but still, like, you could tell that he loved being in Dallas.
Yep. But Nico didn't understand the extent of the love from the fan base. So,
dude, when he said that, I was like, just shut your fucking mouth, dude. Shut the hell up.
Over the years, I've really come around on Stephen A. Smith. I used to, when it was him and Skip Bayless, I couldn't stand him. Their relationship was just so unpleasant to listen to because he'd always scream. He's really calmed down over the years. I've really come to like him, and he gave a pretty scathing review of Nico, basically just saying, "Dude, shut up. The answers you gave were all trash. You didn't. You need to be crucified for this. Just take your lumps and move on with your life." And that's exactly right. It's just such a mess, and I cannot wait to watch the Lakers win this championship.
Dude, I think I told like Ron and even our other friend of ours, like imagine if like Luka does, like if they go on to win the championship this year, like how mad like even like the Mavs, like the DFW will be at Nico for that, like trading a player who's 25, who's not even in his prime yet. I feel like he's not there yet. Like ridiculous. Like,
yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. I think because right now, I mean, it's pretty clear they're not going to fire him, right? They're going to move on
No,
into
they're not.
next season. They're going to play it out probably for a year, and then they'll fire him. But that's the one thing that I think could change this whole thing. I think if the Lakers go on, they win the championship, Luka wins Finals MVP.
Oh my God!
I don't see you have to fire him. Like you can't you can't go into next season with that being
the moment
case.
that final buzzer sounds, there better be a breaking news from ESPN.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has to be gone. Like there's man, I don't know, because I think that's gonna make everything like even worse. Like the hatred.
There wouldn't be a protest. There would be a riot at the AAC. That place would get just overrun with angry fans.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen.
Because at the end, let's say that happens. We're the timeline where Lakers somehow pull it off. Luka wins, goes off fine in the finals, MVP. Like, what can he say? What can he do to justify that? You know, like the guy who you said was a freaking liability, out of shape, fat. Like, there's no fucking way. That guy's one of the worst trades I've ever seen. Like, I still remember that night, bro.
It would be on a suboptimal team too. So it's not like this Lakers squad is fully optimized to fit around Luka. So he's having to do a lot. And so if he wins it with this squad, it's like, ooh. Like,
I mean,
that is a worst case scenario.
Let's not cut it short though, because you've got Hachimura, you've got LeBron, you've got Reeves. Like, he's got a pretty good starting five. There's really good players on that team. So I don't think he's got any sort of there's not a bunch of liabilities on that side of the ball. I think or that side of the team. I think he's doing fine. But yeah, I agree. If Luka, because they're probably going to play, who are they going to play next? Would it be OKC? No,
it'll be, I think, Golden State. No, the winner of Golden State. No.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I hope they play OKC in the Western Conference Finals, and you see Luka absolutely lock up SGA. I think that would be like, because everybody always said Luka doesn't play defense. He's a liability on the defensive side of the ball. He can't guard anybody. I would love to see him just lock up SGA. And the MVP chance, I agree, are going to start, because the numbers he's putting up. I mean, he almost had a 31-point triple-double the other night.
Dude, I thought he was going off.
1 assist away.
I mean, the issue is going to be that the Mavericks beat OKC last year because they had better size. They were bigger. They were able to rebound. They kind of dominated inside. That's what the Lakers team is missing.
They don't have like a real good big.
Yeah, so it's going to make it really, really hard. But like I said, I mean, if they beat this OKC team with this roster, I mean, and then you go on to beat Boston, like it's not Dirk's run, but it's probably just one level below.
Nothing will ever be Dirk's run. Nothing. Ever.
Dude, and then I'm seeing recommended to this day talking about that run. Like, even like a couple days ago, I'm seeing people talk, make videos about that run. The Hall of Famers, and the teams that he went against.
It's the only thing we have to hold on to as Mavs fans, because the rest of our existence has been
is dog shit.
The rest of our existence has been pain.
All right, so I know I've been too much on the Lakers jock. Whenever I get one of my notifications on my Facebook, it says there's new content about the Los Angeles Lakers ready to view. Oh, that makes me sad on a whole bunch of different levels.
Laker Nation, baby.
Yeah, Aaron's a Lakers fan, so you guys can talk.
I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I hate
about that. They're just
I feel like I have to take a shower every time I say that I'm rooting for the Lakers for the finals or for this run. But I'm rooting for Luka, and it just makes me sad. Is this freaking Knicks game not over yet? What is happening? No, it's over.
I say then it should be over. Then whenever I left, there was like 8 seconds left.
No, for whatever reason. So I've got DirecTV Stream in a tab. Anytime I tab out and like go over to the draft tracker or whatever else, it pauses the game, and then when I come back, it's back to live. But it is so it jumps back. It doesn't stay current. So
Oh shit,
like
the Detroit brought it within 2 somehow.
there's half a second left, so this game's not over yet.
Oh yeah, then on my end it's over. On our end it's over. It's 118,
Oh, is it?
116.
Oh,
Points.
okay.
Just something to note. I'm watching Micah Parsons' reaction to the draft pick. He looks downright sad. Like he looks depressed that about our
We
first
went
round
O-line
pick.
or what?
Yeah.
So who do you want then?
Oh, I'm sure he wanted either the corner Will Johnson or one of the or Walter Nolan. So, so while we have the squad here, real quick, really interesting to see how tightly bunched the AL West is, which I didn't really know that until I looked it up earlier today.
How is it? And then I even checked.
Let's take a peek.
Let me see.
It is very tight.
Oh man. But look at that. My Rangers are still at the top of the leaderboard.
Oh my god! Shut up, Brandon.
Oh, you're an Astros fan, aren't you? Astros, Lakers. Do you like who else? Do you like the Eagles too? While we're at it, I mean, what the hell's going on?
Fuck the Eagles, dude.
The Eagles and the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Get the fuck out of here, Aaron.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah,
I've been an Astros fan as a kid, so.
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
So it's the Rangers. Mariners are half game out. Astros 1 game out. Even the A's are damn only 3 games out.
When in the fuck do we get above 500? When did that happen?
We've been on a run. We swept the Blue Jays.
I mean, y'all are 7-3 in your last 10, so so are the Mariners.
The fucking Blue Jays have been asked too, no?
They're okay.
Blue Jays are 1 game under 500. They're 4-6 in their last 10.
So yeah, it is really, really tightly grouped, which is surprising.
But we have no depth in our rotation, so we'll see. We'll see.
Well, you also lost your MVP in the trash can, so that's also part of it too.
Oh my fucking god, bro!
So somehow, I don't know how, but we've allowed the least amount of runs in the entire AL.
Really?
Shut up.
Despite, I feel like we have one good pitcher, and we've allowed the least amount of runs in the entire.
How is that possible, bro?
I have no idea.
Look, speaking of how it's possible. Without looking, can anybody guess who the top team at the top of the entire league standings are right now? Without looking.
So
Who would it be? I feel like
I'm guessing it's not the Dodgers.
It was. Oh, who was it that beat them?
The Dodgers are 2 games back of the MLB best record right now.
Who is it?
It's a New York team, and it's not the Yankees.
The Mets?
The Mets are 18-7 and 8-2 on their last 10.
Oh wow! So they've allowed the least runs in baseball.
Yeah. So they're 12-1 at home. They're basically unbeatable at home. It's insane.
Jesus, they swept their Phillies recently.
What a time to be alive.
Trying to see who the hell's their pitchers.
What the? I know at the beginning it was the Dodgers, but then I didn't realize it was the Mets. Jesus.
Hey, they have our guy Ryan Stanek. I miss Stanek.
Here we go.
I don't know who any of their other pitchers are. I'm looking at this list. I'm like, I have no idea who these guys are.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Damn, the Mets have the biggest lead too in the division. I mean, like the biggest division lead out of the whole
5
league.
games.
They're up 5 games.
That
And the next
is
biggest one's the
bad.
Cubs. They're 3 over Milwaukee.
But yeah, an interesting start to the season. So it's going to stay tight. The first Astros Rangers series is in about a month, I think.
Yeah, it's
Less than a
Memorial
month,
Day weekend,
actually. Really? I thought it was like mid-May was the first one.
Let me see. It is May 15th.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah, May
because
15th,
I'm
16th, 17th, 18th. It's a 4-game series.
so
Never mind. And then I think Memorial Days. I think we're playing the Mariners. No.
yes, that's a series in Houston that I need to decide if I want to go to or not. So we'll see.
I mean,
Yeah.
two questions I have. A, why would you ever want to go to Houston? And 2, why would you want to go to an Astros game? I mean, that strikes 2 and 3 right there, guys. That is just awful. Awful.
Here we go, dude. Here we go. They win 1 World Series championship, and they think they're done.
They cheated their way to 1 World Series champion. You're absolutely right.
Oh my
So
God.
there's one picture. There's one picture that I love. It's got oh my God, why can't I think of his name? What's the little bitty guy y'all have? What
Who?
is his name? The short little fella that plays shortstop and plays second base. What's
You know
his
it.
name?
Come on.
I know it, but I am blanking right now. What Altuve? God damn.
How
Jose
dare
Altuve.
you respect the GOAT?
Oh my God, go. Anyways, there's one
He's a
picture
first
of
ballot
him.
Hall of Famer, Brandon. What do you
He's in
mean?
he's in the dugout and he's got a tablet in his hands because he's looking over, like, I guess, some plays or whatever, and it's captioned, "This is what your 5-year-old looks like at dinner when he's done a good job to earn screen time." And it's so funny because he's so little.
He's little, but he can hit fucking 400 fucking.
He can. I got to give you credit, the dude. I mean, he's a Major League Baseball player, right? I mean, it's such a small percentage of people who actually make it to the bigs, so he's got to be good.
That's insane, dude. He's like 5'7", but he can freaking hit.
Speaking of players who aren't very good at baseball, Jock Peterson finally got his broke his streak.
Oh, he finally broke it.
He finally broke it with the
Hell
double
yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, so he went 0-42 and then finally 1-42 or 1-43. So
dude, when I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck happened to him?"
He's got an 0.68 batting average.
It's real bad. It's real bad. Yeah, he was catching up to Chris Davis. Chris Davis had a 0-54 stretch, and so he was making his way there.
So did Adolis Garcia take too many steroids? Is that why he can't hit anymore, or what?
You know what? I don't know. He still has the most infectious smile of all time. But to break into basketball, Memphis is up 35-24 right now. 36-24 over OKC. 2 minutes left to go in the first.
Damn, Mika Agbuka to go back to the draft. Tampa
Did he
Bay
go?
got him.
Oh,
Mika Okafor?
okay. No, not Okafor. That's
Damn, bro. Shout out to the Bobcats right there, dude.
No, second wide receiver to go in the first round. That's kind of crazy. And yeah, if you look before that, lineman. It is just a line heavy first round. I'm curious to see how the back half of this.
Well, then that just shows how the majority of these teams that are picking like early, what do they all have in common? Bad O-line, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. You're right. You're picking at the top of the list because you've got a shitty offensive line, most likely, or a bad defensive line. One of the two.
Okay, so I was trying to see. who might be some potential people there. It looks like it's mostly well, no, there's a good mix of safeties and corners.
Tomorrow one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's that guy at Kentucky, Hairston. I don't know who these guys are. It's real bad when the comp for the player when I don't know who that is either. That's when it's like.
For who? What are you looking at?
Like this guy came up, Kevin Winston Jr. and his comp is Jaden Hicks, and I have no idea who that is. So I'm like, that's kind of pointless. What are we doing here?
That name
All right,
familiar.
So real quick to break completely from sports, let's go to weather real quick. Over just east of Lubbock, there are 4 active tornado warnings and a small grouping of storm cells that are coming, kind of going east southeast. So, anyways, FYI.
Dude, the weather's been ridiculous. Like are these bad supercells like up in the plains or the Ohio valleys and stuff? It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that stretch of storms last weekend, there were 119 tornadoes confirmed, all the way from Texas up through Tennessee. So there was, it was no, excuse me. That was, 119 across the board. And I think there were 21 total tornadoes between Texas and Oklahoma.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
And we're just starting the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Today was that's why today was actually a good stouter porter day, because today was a cooler day, definitely on the cooler side and rainy for an late April day.
Yeah, Ron, I was a little upset with you. You ducked out immediately today, and I wanted to cash in on my breakfast.
What do you mean? I was there for 30 minutes.
Were you? Where were you?
I was talking stars with Kelly for a long time, and then we started talking to another Kelly that was visiting. Yeah, I didn't get home till like 11:30.
Did you stay in the back room? Oh, okay. That's what it is. All right, just kidding. Retracted statement. Apologies for going after you.
Nope. Yeah, I was actually there much longer than I thought I would be. Yeah, is that rain headed here?
No. I mean, it might get here, but most likely not. I don't think there's anything in the forecast for the next 3-4 days. No.
Good.
Next chance of rain we have is Tuesday.
Okay, good. Because we are we're heading out to a Taste of Addison tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so tomorrow night is for music, Silver Sun pickups and Bad Sons, and so
they're here.
Yeah, they're playing Taste of Addison.
Okay, Silver Sun pickups. I haven't heard of that band in a long time. Good.
Yeah.
I think we should golf on Monday, Ron. What do you got going on Monday the 28th?
I'm pulling up the calendar, but I know the 28th.
Oh no, we talked about golfing in May. Disregard. Yep. So for the golf tournament coming up in on August 1st at Cowboys Golf Club, I have a very strong line on someone who I think is going to take the title sponsorship.
That's in our group?
No, they're outside the group. We opened it up to the public, and so someone who has done sponsorships with me for other events over the last 3 years, and so I sent them the sponsorship packet for this event. So she already talked to her team, and I explained to them if they go with the title package, they get 2 foursomes entry into the thing as well. So they said, okay, so we can have our whole sales team play golf, and then we can have our marketers like at the booth. I'm like, yes, exactly. Make a whole day of it for the whole team. She's like, that sounds amazing. I'm like, yes, it is amazing.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
It doesn't count till the money's in, but it seems promising. It looks like they're going to sponsor something no matter what. It's just a question of what level, and I really hope I can lock down the title.
How many foursomes are you forecasting?
So we have to have a minimum of 124 golfers, and we can go up to 144 golfers.
Can't do math right now, but that sounds like 25 to 30 foursomes.
Let's see. I think it's 60 at 144. Let me double check.
You guys could invite our friend Christian.
36. Goodness. Yeah, everybody's look. It's $175 to play. That gets you lunch and dinner and your round of golf. It's gonna be a good time.
And see, right now I don't have a threesome or a foursome, so I'm like,
well, you know what? Hang on, Neil Flagg, the personal injury attorney in our chapter. He said I got to send him the sign up for it, but he said he'll jump in on your team because he wants to golf too. He also did the sponsorship for the.
Was that a freaking little person that the Broncos in the Broncos fan section?
A little person?
Yeah, they're little. They look like freaking Wee Man from freaking Jackass.
Oh my God.
I think that's what Brandon called Altuve.
You know what? He's just a touch over a little person. So I think he does. I think he's above the mark to use a booster seat to drive. But yeah, Neil Flagg's going to jump in y'all's team. So yeah, y'all do need to find a fourth. But fun fact, I secured
what the heck?
Why is he
screaming? Sorry, I keep interrupting, Brendan. I'm sorry.
Why are you screaming? I did get a foursome donated from Gentle Creek and Prosper. Got one from Coyote Ridge and Carrollton, and then I'm waiting on PGA, Stonebriar, Bent Tree, and Merido to donate foursomes for raffle prizes. So hoping those all come through pretty quickly. And Tender said they donated a gift card, so that's cool.
Coyote Ridge is basically my home course, but that place is expensive as hell, so I don't play it very much.
Yeah, I've got my wife's cousin's husband. They live on the course. They're on 13, and he's a member there, and so I play with him relatively frequently.
Yeah, it has. Man, there's like 2 holes that are just out of this world. One's like a par 3 that's downhill, and it's.
Oh yeah, the one over the water.
Yeah.
7. I think that's hole 7. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you hit, it's wrong. I don't know how to play that hole. I'm either really long or in the drink. Or there's a house on the left side of the fairway, if you call it a fairway on that hole, that's really elevated and has a big fence around it. I tend to land in their yard a lot.
Yeah, I think I've only actually played that course once, and somehow I played that hole perfectly, and my shot went like just off the green. I avoided the sand trap, and it's a freaking miracle because these days I swear to God I had no directional control.
Calm down, Rory.
No. Hey, Rory won. Okay, hey, the first defensive back's off the board.
Yep. Dude, Rory almost choked that too. Go back to the
Oh, I know. My God, wasn't that? Ron and I were texting back and forth about it, and yeah, that was the biggest choke job, or about to be, that I'd ever seen.
It would have been, right? Like, come on, like.
Well, when he didn't sink the putt to win on 18 and missed it, just an inch to the left of the cup, I was like, oh God, here we go. It's going to go to playoff. Justin Rose has been staying nice and warm over on the range, and then Justin Rose hits like the best drive he possibly could have on that hole, and then Rory had just a little bit better than him. So,
but that mental fortitude he had to have to freaking go into that playoff after missing that game win, that pretty much that putt. Dude, like, I wonder what he's telling himself, or what he was thinking going into that playoff.
I think
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, all the momentum going into that was with Justin Rose because he had made that awesome putt, and then he spent the rest of the time just warming up. So, man, the problem is now all these other majors are just going to be letdowns because that was as high drama as it gets. So nothing's going to live up to that.
That made, like, for the non-golf fan, that was fun to watch. I
Yes.
had multiple people say that they tuned in just because it looks like that was fun as a viewer to be able to be like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm really sad that Bryson collapsed the way that he did. But
yeah,
what are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh, now every time we talk about this, I'm reminded that I am pick 12 in our draft, which I've never done before. So
What are you saying?
I'm pick 12 in our draft because I lost the bet that day. So
In our fantasy league draft.
yeah, so I'm the last pick, unfortunately,
So
and I'm the one that proposed it.
How many ways have you gotten screwed on the Masters now that you've lost bets? Because it's getting up there, buddy.
Every possible way. It went as poorly Sunday specifically.
I love that.
Going into that final day, because I kept score between y'all's golfers. Ron was up. I think Ron he was 21 under. I think you were like 10 or like 9 under. So Ron, damn, Ron, you have a sizable lead going into the final day. Ron was all happy, and then throughout the day, it just disappeared.
Well, I don't know if Ron told you, but I texted him on Monday saying, "Hey, your team whooped the shit out of me. Good job." He's like, "No, they didn't. You won." I'm like, "No, I didn't."
No, yeah, and then one of Ron's golfers, I forgot his name. And then he finished last, +9.
Tomkin.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, someone makes a cut, and then
yeah. Then he made the cut, but he finished last, dead last.
Which makes no sense. Yeah, in perfect weather. That was the thing that was most frustrating. Is what I could understand, a storm came in and then that caused you to choke, but in perfect weather, you somehow just collapsed. Frustrating, man.
Look, I'm happy. All right, Derek Harmon's off the board with the Steelers. All right, so Chargers are on the clock.
Damn, that's because, and then I saw 3 or 4 mocks of the Steelers picking Sanders, surprisingly.
Shadeur?
Yeah, and then then I saw just real quickly today, and then people still saying that Sanders was going to the Steelers, so.
Yeah, I mean, it still looks like he's going to be a second-round pick. Looks like he's going to be early. Looks like early in the second round. But it looks like there's going to be a run on defensive players here because the next 5 players are cornerback, edge, and this is overall: cornerback, edge rusher, cornerback, linebacker, edge rusher.
So something else to tell you how Michael Parsons feels about this. So Terrence Parsons Jr. just he tweeted a little bit ago, "Fuck this team."
Wow.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
Who do they want?
I'm guessing a defensive player. That's the only thing that makes sense, because why else would they be so mad that they shore up the offensive line? Look, I'm perfectly happy with the pick as a fan. Clearly, maybe the players know something about this particular player we drafted that maybe we don't. That's certainly possible, but I don't know.
I don't know. Then I feel like we couldn't. Yeah, I would have been like I said, then I'm happy with the pick too, but I don't know, I don't know who else. The thing is that we need players on both ends, and then on both sides of the ball, both the D line and the O line.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of holes to fill. So I just saw something else that said, even if you think it was a reach, you weren't getting him 10 to 15 picks later, right?
Nah,
so the truth is, just take your guy, right? If you weren't going to be able to get him later on and you liked him, you got to take him.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, then that's a matchup you have to go in. If you like him, and then if you know for sure he's not going to be there whenever it's your turn, might as well just get him.
Yeah, And the thing is like now it's on the Cowboys to go and to prove that that he was worth it, and that he's not Tyler Guyton, and that he's not Monty Smith, and that he's not Taco, and it's on them to prove that they evaluated this right. I hope they did, but
We'll find out.
Yeah, they need a hit here.
Need a hit. Man, I need to get more onto Twitter. I don't ever get onto Twitter. Or excuse me, X.
I deleted
Does anybody actually call it X?
No.
No.
So stupid.
Maybe like on television when they're advertising, like maybe like their profile and stuff, but like regular day people like us, or like everyone knows that I've talked to, we call it Twitter still.
Yeah. Ron, you saw that movie Sinners, right?
Yes.
How was it?
I was about to say, how was that?
It was an experience, man. Yeah, it was a hell of experience. It was a ton of fun. It's like nothing else I've ever seen, man. It's it is something else. It's I just highly recommend. Like, it's a completely unique. It takes influences from certain things, but the way that they mixed, certain elements. I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, but man, like, what a fun freaking movie. Yeah.
And
you don't get that vibe very often.
Is it just in regular theaters, or you got to go anywhere like a specialty theater? Or?
No, we saw it at Cinemark.
No?
Cinemark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw it at Cinemark in West Plano. And we saw it in XD, which I do recommend. Like, so it's meant to be seen, or they shot it on IMAX cameras.
What I say then, is it preferred like to be seen on IMAX or like a...
Yeah. So if you can see it in IMAX 65 or 70 millimeter, we didn't, but I mean, we saw it in XD, which is kind of the next best thing. Music is a huge part of the movie, specifically the blues. And so sound is so important. So I'm really glad we saw it in XD, because they have all the boosted speakers and stuff like that. And it just made the movie like that much more powerful. But it's, man, what a freaking film, and so much fun. And I don't usually see things twice, but this is one that I would consider doing that with. So,
man, I don't know if you go to Vegas ever, or much, but if next time either of you go to Vegas, you've got to go to the Sphere. I saw the Eagles there this year earlier, and you talk about experience. There's nothing else like it. It has ruined concerts for me. Like, I went and saw AC/DC last Monday. Horrible. Just awful in comparison. It just...
Where was that at?
It was at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
Dan Brady was there. Brad Hogan was there. There's a handful of people there, but yeah, it was just bad. It was bad quality, unfortunately. But the Sphere was amazing. I did the math based on how many speakers we looked up. Every single seat has an average of 11 speakers pointing directly at you.
That's crazy.
God damn.
That's crazy.
Nuts. And the quality, like when Don Henley started singing the opening lyrics to Hotel California, I legitimately thought it was a studio track. I thought it was completely lip sync, playing over the speakers.
Damn, the audio was that good?
It was that fucking good.
Holy shit.
That's what I've heard, man. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And just the full immersion, like the seats have haptic response, so they vibrate with certain stuff. And then, of course, it's top to bottom, side to side. You're fully immersed, and it's like you're there. It was super cool.
So, dude, so here's my problem, right? Man, Vegas has become like just something damn near unrecognizable in terms of like how expensive it's gotten,
Oh yeah.
and how it doesn't cater to the degenerate gamblers anymore like me. It's more like it's like a luxury vacation destination now. Like that's who they're trying to attract. They're like, yeah, we
Mhm.
want this to be like full on vacation. Hey, come by, come to the club, come to the pools, and then go shopping at like, Prada and all of that shit. So I don't know, man. It's like really turned it off for me. As somebody that I've been to Vegas probably like 20, 25 times. It's really turned it off for me because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna go pay $200-300 a night for a hotel, fuck that. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
Hawaii or I'm gonna consider going to Europe, but I'm not gonna go to the fucking desert. So yeah, it sucks, man, because I miss it. I miss the Vegas where it's like, oh, your rooms were comped, or you're paying $780 a night for MGM Grand, and and you pay $200 for the flight, and you can do a weekend for like $1,000 or something like that. And that's just not the case anymore, man. Sadly.
No. Hey, real quick, Memphis is up by 24, and OKC has not scored in the last 4 minutes.
What the fuck's going on over there?
I think Memphis took this very seriously when they got their asses absolutely crushed in game 1 because John
Holy
Morant's
shit.
yeah, 12-0 run in the last 3
61 to
minutes.
37 with 5 left in the second.
Uh-huh.
0 points in the last 4:30 for OKC.
Yeah, I mean, they're just jacking up threes and they're missing. And Grizzlies are just capitalizing on every single defensive board.
And SGA just got burned on a layup, and he just got the ball stolen. Another turnover, fast break to Ja.
Mm-hmm. Chargers took Omarion Hampton out of North Carolina, running back.
Oh,
Thank God.
Because they're taking running backs off the board?
Yes. I was in the same
so
boat as Ja.
our
I was in the same boat. I did not want a running back. I was in the same boat.
No, me either.
so our close friend Michael Garcia is a huge J.K. Dobbins fan, so I do think he's going to be a little bit sad about J.K. losing his job, but I do think that's a good place for him to go because should be a decent offense. He's really good. I mean, he's going to open up things for Herbert, who needs more weapons. I don't hate it for them.
Ja just got a fast break dunk, and it is now 28-point difference. Memphis.
So we've seen this before. Sometimes we see a playoff series start and one team's at home and they kick ass, and then we're like, oh, it's over. It's 2-0, it's over. And then the other team, goes back home, and all of a sudden the series is 2-2, and you're like, what the hell happened?
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe this might be
real
it.
thing. Home court advantage is a real thing.
Even though Memphis doesn't have a huge home court, because for the Mavs game, that was the cheapest, the cheapest playing game. It was like $41 or something to get in. So I don't know how strong their advantage is, but just playing somewhere you're familiar with, I do think makes a difference. Dude, you don't have many options when it comes to the Sphere. So unless you want to see the Eagles or the Backstreet Boys, those are really your only two options the rest of 2025.
My in-laws are going back in June or July to go see Kenny Chesney.
Oh, yes. And Kenny Chesney was the other one. So those are kind of your three options for the rest of 2025, which is surprising to me. I don't know how.
Look, I'm good with all three of those options. I know most of all their songs in all three levels, so I'm fine with that.
It makes sense. It makes sense on an arena standpoint. Those are all mainstream. So, you have to sell a lot of tickets. Sphere is a big place. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, my dog is a giant baby. She so ridiculous.
The Clippers Nuggets game is pretty close.
Yeah, I just saw that on the stat tracker on the top. Ooh, who's Green Bay gonna take? Who? Will Johnson's currently the best available cornerback out of Michigan. They just haven't been good. They've been fine, but they haven't been good.
Will Johnson's a great name.
I would say, and then they might just get Will Johnston.
Did you say it's a great name?
That's a great name.
Why?
But I say, you sound sarcastic as fuck.
That's a great name, man. Yeah, you know that guy's gonna be good.
For sure. Maybe. Oh man. I wish the first 12 picks or the first 8 picks in the draft went super fast. I really wish. I don't know why people are taking this long. They know what they're going to do. They know that they're going to pick something. Like you've got your top 5 choices out there. Just pick it. Oh, excuse me.
Green Bay fans are the worst.
Fuck the Pack.
Who?
Green Bay fans.
I went to Lambeau 2 years ago for the Cowboys-Packers game where we lost like in the final 2 minutes of the game. It was so depressing.
Said 2 years ago?
2 years ago. OKC finally scored.
There you go.
Yeah, not last season, but the season before last.
For regular season game?
Or was that last season? That had to be 2 seasons ago. Let's see. Oh, I guess that was January last year. God, that's so long. No, January 24. Yeah, okay. January of last year. So that's a while ago. Yeah, that game. I was very sad. No, that's
the
wild card.
playoff. Yeah, that was a playoff game.
No, it wasn't a playoff game. I went to the regular season game.
That was when they destroyed us. They lit us up.
Oh, dude.
No, it was 28-31, November 13th of 22, because it was cold as shit. It went to overtime.
And that was when we thought, man. Then we finally got the edge on the Packers, man. It's our time, and we get lit the fuck up.
Yeah.
So they destroyed us at home as what? They were the 6th seed or something like that?
Yeah, the 6th seed.
The Packers have our number, and until somehow magically the Dez catch is overruled and turned into an actual catch, which, by the way, I do firmly believe the Cowboys would have won the Super Bowl that year if that catch would have been ruled a catch. But you know how that played out, so it doesn't really matter. But that since that game, we've been cursed, and it's just the worst.
So I still remember. So I remember after that game, I was trying to decompress, and I was on Facebook, and somebody that we went to school with posted on Facebook, and he was like, you know, it was a tough loss, but you know, this is just. He said something to the effect of, you know, this is just the beginning. We're going to come back next year and win it all.
Who was that?
Obviously.
Give me a name.
That was Isaac. But you know, a lot of times after a season ends, I see a lot of that stuff come out, and I'm just like, no. Sometimes that just was your shot, and you missed it, and now it's over. So,
Indeed.
So,
well, hey. So, fellas,
the windows are very small in this league.
They really are. They really are. But hey, real quick though, I'm going out of town tomorrow, leaving San Angelo to go hang out with my mom for the weekend, to go give her some mother-son time. But because of that, I'm gonna be gone all weekend long, and I'm not gonna have any husband-wife time for my lovely wife. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, spend the rest of the evening with her, and then I will see you boys. I'll probably try to tune in tomorrow. We can do some live coverage tomorrow night for round 2.
I will. No, I can't. I'll be at Taste of Madison.
Right. No problem. All right. Sounds good. Well, either way, let me know next time we go live, and we'll figure out a time to jump on. I will see you boys later. Keep drinking, keep enjoying the sports, and Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
See you,
Yeah,
homie.
Brandon.
Safe travels.
Yes, sir. Off the Packers. That's all I have to say.
That team annoys me so much, man.
Fucking cheese packers and fucking cheese fuckers and shit.
um,
Did Marcus
yeah,
Murphy?
oh. I've seen a lot of people say that Booker was the best guard on the board.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I guess what? Just freaking Micah just wanted help on the defensive line or what? Like, you want like an edge?
Yeah. No, I think he wanted Walter Nolan. I think he wanted because that's why he was so excited about Motzi Smith. He wants that big guy that like takes up a lot of, will get double teamed and stuff. That way he can do crazy shit and come in for sacks. I think that's who he wanted. I'm sure he'll probably say it on his damn podcast or something. But I don't know, man.
I mean, there's like some good, then supposedly some good DTs still left. Like, there's even like good Darius Alexander. There's what's it called? Shamar Turner from A&M. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Dude, I just between the D line and O line, I think we needed the O line more.
Agreed.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
Of course, Mike has time to troll, but he could never jump on with us.
Son of a bitch, dude.
Damn. Damn. Oh boy. Damn. Dressed to the fucking nines.
Fuck, yeah, I hate that. That's such a good pick for them too.
Mm-hmm. We need to have Jo jump on and give us his breakdown. This pick for the Packers.
Yeah, right. That guy doesn't have what's he gonna use his phone? Is it Aaron Rodgers in the front row right there?
So sure.
He's
You
still
see
at the
that
side with
there's
anyone,
like
right?
no. I saw that there was so there's only like 125,000 people that live in Green Bay, but 225,000 are showing up for the draft. So I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, I don't even know, like, where does everyone stay? Like, are they all like staying? So what's the closest city
I'll look
besides
it up
Green
right
Bay?
now. What's the nearest city to Green Bay?
Like, big city.
I'll look it up. Let's see. I don't give a fuck about no damn car accident.
Milwaukee?
I would say according. I would say there's like I guess the biggest, maybe there's like it's like little like suburbs area, like they're like I guess smaller towns, like DFW kind of thing around it. But like the major like a major city, it's like looks like Milwaukee.
How far? Two-hour drive to Milwaukee. So yeah, I guess I don't know. So maybe a lot of people are staying out there.
Or that, or maybe like in the yeah, maybe like the smaller towns. There's an Appleton. I don't know, man. There's like nothing really like around Green Bay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like the nearest one besides Milwaukee that looks like a major, I guess, city is Appleton.
I want to go to Milwaukee someday.
Just for the beer or what?
Hell yeah. Maybe just do like a week-long trip. Do a couple days in Chicago, a couple days in Milwaukee. Maybe just go swing by Green Bay.
Chicago, go to the 8 Mile.
Oh,
Easy comes a
that in
heavy, baby.
Chicago? That's Detroit, bro.
That's why, no. Oh, that's why. That's why. Then we could go. We could start in Detroit.
Oh, why would anybody want to go to damn Detroit?
Go visit Dave's old stopping grounds in East Lansing.
I like how Dave just goes to this.
I told you, bro. And then
I'm pulling up
Jake,
the
and then Jake hates us, bro.
crew. Damn. So in Milwaukee, the average high in July and August is 77 degrees.
Jesus, dude. I bet that's how it is in the north, like right there, like especially since 70s.
Mm.
That's why. Then I want to get the fuck out of this horrible ass state.
Same.
Now the offensive lineman.
Damn, Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb, Deshaun Jackson.
Oh,
There's a
trade.
trade.
Oh.
They're not gonna get Sanders,
Uh-oh.
right? They're gonna get Dart. Yeah, they're getting Dart, and then I've seen that the Giants really like Dart.
Sure about that?
Yeah, for real. They're gonna get Jackson Dart, and then I'll be surprised if they get Sanders. Watch it then. If they get Sanders, I'll do a shot.
Let's go.
But if it is Dart, you do 2 shots,
Oh no.
2 swigs of your beer.
Not gonna lie, I finished my beer.
Me too. And then I finished my drink too.
Jesus Christ. I see Dart projected to go 45.
Dude, no way. They're gonna get Sanders.
Dude, it says Dart's his comp is Andy Dalton. Oh, there he is.
It's between them two. It's between Dart and Sanders.
It looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
But from what I've seen, and then it's the Giants going with Dart. But like I said, they're just freaking mocks. So
Yeah, imagine Sanders in our division.
dude, fucking Sanders and freaking Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, might give Jerry a heart attack. Oh, it's in.
Sure.
Oh,
Fuck, dude, I'm scared.
the comp pick or the comp for Cam Ward is Jordan Love. The comp for Sanders is
Lamar
it says
Jackson.
like if Deion Sanders had a slow son who played quarterback.
Dude, oh my god, dude. Guess the pro comp for Sanders according to ESPN.com.
Hmm?
Guess the comp for Sanders according to ESPN.com. Who do you think?
Dante Culpepper.
I'll give you one more guess. It's not Dante Culpepper. With his stupid ass celebration. He's just doing this. And then Hugh to Miami fucking bust. One more guess.
I'm gonna say
Want a hint?
yeah.
He's currently in the league. And he's a starter.
Bro, is it Dax?
No. Imagine. Jared Goff.
Okay.
And then for Jackson
Okay.
Dart, they have him as Bo Nix. A freaking one guy. What kind of comp is that? I'll check the basketballs. Dang. Clippers up 15. 45-30.
Damn. I picked Denver to win that series, so I'm looking pretty bad.
Do the freaking Clippers have like players that I thought were like have been gone? Like Batum? How's Batum still in the league?
I don't
I
know.
thought Ben I thought Ben Simmons was still riding away in Brooklyn.
They,
And then forget Bogdanovich too, and then I thought he retired also.
yeah, I did not know about Ben Simmons. That was surprising. Oh, I'm looking at their roster. They have Patty Mills.
The Clippers?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on over there?
36 years old, Patty Mills.
Who the fuck
Who's
did the
the GOAT
Giants
on the
pick?
Spurs?
Chair the Patty Mill? We'll find out. And then if it's Sanders, I'll do a shot.
Let's go.
Here it is. Damn, the Texans have been dealing today.
God damn it.
Woo! I told you, baby. I told you they're going Jackson Dart.
That's another bust. That's another bust.
Damn, that house is full of white people. Of course, Utah. I told you, bro. They're not gonna get. And then Sanders is going to the second round.
So Dart has some Josh Allen in his game. His suddenness and
Another
hard-hitting
trade.
ability to make throw. Oh,
The Rams trade the pick to Atlanta. So the Falcons are on the clock now. Imagine they get Sanders.
oh, the pick is in already.
Oh shit!
Damn, they knew who they wanted.
I mean, who do they need? Maybe like another defensive end, and then I can see them going James Pierce. Or they go O line with Josh Simmons.
I think their O line's pretty good, man. I think they need defense.
But then I think they go James Pierce.
They've used all their fucking picks on the offense since like every year. It's damn a new offensive player, bro.
Yeah, then I have a feeling that they're gonna go defense.
I freaking hope so. Yeah, ever since they took Kyle Pitts, it was like a run. Then they took Drake London. Then they took Michael Penis. Then they took Bijan.
Fuck Kyle Pitts.
Your guy.
Fuck no.
That's your guy.
I'd rather have fucking Adrian Peterson again.
Oh man.
Damn, that's what they just said right now. Dabo sees trades and Dart he's on Josh Allen.
So sure. It's gonna be another bust. Next Daniel Jones.
Damn, Mr. Brightside, okay. Are we at the point in 2017?
There you go.
Damn, Philip Rivers. Whenever Eli cried that he'd want to be in San Diego.
God, they took him. They took Daniel Jones at the 6th pick. Ooh,
2019. And then I wonder
brutal.
who else is in that draft because I don't remember that draft. 19 NFL draft. Kyler Murray, Bosa. That Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. Oh, there it is. Called it. Yeah, and there was no one really. The only quarterback that went was Kyler Murray.
Damn, that was the Tony Pollard draft. Hey, Gardner
Damn it,
Minshew.
Debo Samuel, Drew Lock, Justin J.O.'s QB, DK Metcalf,
Oh, I hate that guy.
same. Check Connor McGovern, Will Greer, Darbover quarterback. That shit sucks. Max
Mhm.
Crosby,
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Tony Pollard,
It's funny because so they reached, right? And then I think the next year was the Burrow to Justin Herbert draft. So all they had to do was just wait another year and they would have got their franchise guy.
Damn, we have a pick in the. We have a first rounder in 2019.
Yeah.
Who do we get? Oh, for 2019? Because then I don't see our pick.
Is that the year that we traded down 5 picks for wait, no, I'm thinking of
No, because then I think our
no,
first
that
pick
would have
was
been the 2020.
Sanok. Yeah, because then I think we didn't have a first round pick that year.
Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think. Yeah, what the hell happened then?
I don't remember. Was that around the time that we traded for Cooper?
Yes.
So
Yep.
that's probably what.
Because that was, let's see.
What's Jo saying, dude?
That fucking shit, you're sliding in the draft. Fucking motherfucking dart again.
Here, I'm gonna tell him that he's going to Denver.
Who? Sanders?
Sanders.
True.
No, that Bo Nix.
Chipimbo Nix.
So the Ravens need a DT, a corner, a guard, an edge, and a receiver. Well, there's Will Johnson. For D tackle, there's Darius Alexander, but I think they might just go Will Johnson. His pro comps Trevon Diggs.
I saw somebody tweeted that apparently the teams are spooked that he has some kind of knee issue.
Who?
Will Johnson. It's going to be the next Jalen Smith.
Oh yeah, then he said that he missed 7 games in 2024 with a turf toe injury and missed his pro day due to a hamstring injury. And then they might go with Maxwell Harrison from Kentucky. His pro comps Dax Hill. Who the fuck is Dax Hill? Oh, from Cincinnati.
Jesus, both of these games are ass whoopings.
They are.
Memphis still kicking OKC's ass. Clippers still kicking Denver's ass. James Harden has 17 points. Good Lord.
We don't want them over here, my gang. Friggin' big Nick, my gang. Doing fucking TVs, baby. 55 TVs. I really said this shit, baby.
I'm so fucking sure.
55
55
TDs.
55 TDs with 5 interceptions.
The greatest season of all time and shit.
I know,
It's
dude.
like
Then
Patrick
he said
Mahomes'
that
greatest season.
and then what? Then he's gonna tie Peyton Manning's record or what? 55 touchdowns. So sure. Imagine the Ravens get Sanders.
Yeah, Bill. That's the other thing
Imagine.
that sucks. None of these teams need him.
Nah. Yeah, cause who's left? Yeah, it's pretty much. Oh shit! They picked a safety. Yeah, cause then the next picks are Detroit, Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City, and then and Philly, and then none of those teams need a quarterback. So Sanders is for sure.
Damn.
He's for sure. Day 2.
Damn. What if he falls to the Cowboys?
Don't fucking say it, bro.
I
Don't
think
you
Jerry.
fucking dare.
I think Jerry would consider it.
Don't you fucking dare, Ron.
Jerry's gonna do it, man.
You know, dude, just for that, I'm gonna go fill up my fucking drink. For that comment. I'll be right back.